Hello everyone, welcome to www.MyOnlineEdu.com's video tutorial. In this video tutorial, we will discuss about the basics of C programming language. So far, we have learned how the computer understands a programming language that we are writing and it transforms into machine language. But now we will be discussing about the high level part of the C programming language. Now C programming language, as you can see in this picture, C programming language is not different than any other the language like English or Hindi, like any French, any other language. Okay, the difference is only it's a computer programming language, and those are the human languages that we understand, we speak, we understand, right? The English, French, Spanish, like this. So as you can see in this picture, we have this particular stuff in English. Basically, how do we learn the English language is we learn the alphabets first, which are nothing but in English like A to G, and then we form the words using those alphabets. So first we learn the alphabets, and then we form the words using the alphabets, and then we form the sentences using those words, and then we write paragraphs which consist of one or more sentences. Similarly, in our C programming languages, we do these things, the alphabets. Like English, we have here also alphabets, digits, special symbols. Okay, and then similar to words, we have here constants, variables, and then keywords. Similar to sentence, we have here instructions or statements. These are called instructions or statements. And many statements, multiple statements, one or more than one statements or instructions, they are called a program. Now a program can have only one statements or many statements, multiple statements, more than one statements. But that program is basically the final output from us, and this is the input to the computer. Now as you can see that learning English is bound by grammar, right? So you cannot write anything, right? For example, let's say if you tell something in English, let's say that I am a good boy. So you cannot, so that is the proper grammar. Grammatically that is correct. If you tell somebody that I am a good boy, that guy will understand that what you are saying. But if you say that I boy good am, nobody will understand what you are trying to say. Correct? Why? Because this is grammatically incorrect. Similarly, you cannot write anything in C program. It has to be syntactically correct. So that is why it is bound by syntax. You will see this particular word syntax many times. Okay, so syntax is nothing but it is enforcing you to write the program correctly, so that the compiler understands what you are writing, what the instructions that you are providing. Correct? For example, in English we write pick up the phone. We tell pick up the phone. That is why we understand what you are asking me to do. But if we tell someone that up pick phone, what does it mean? It's very confusing, right? So similarly, a particular programming language has to go by its syntax, and its syntax is nothing but the compiler will understand that it is syntactically correct. You cannot write anything else, okay, blah 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 blah, A B C D E. No, not possible. In compiler doesn't understand that. It has to be syntactically correct. So for example, here like the alphabets we have from A to G or small a to small z. Here also we have alphabets, similar to like A to Z and A to G, and underscore are the special symbols. Underscores, semicolon, these are the underscores, semicolon, comma, these are the special symbol, and the digit special are like 0 to 9. These are the things used to construct a particular constants or variables or keywords, and these keywords, variables or constants are used to form a statement or instruction. These instructions, multiple instructions, are composed of a program. These particular instructions, they consist the variables, keywords and constants which forms a program. So this is how the things work. Okay, now let's see a anatomy of a particular computer program. Okay, as you can see here, what are the things over here is, this is called a comment, and a comment is given inside this. This is my comment. See, this is the syntax of a comment. Okay, whatever you put of a slash and then asterisk and then asterisk and the slash, whatever you write inside that makes a comment, and that comment is not an executional instruction to the compiler, but it's a instruction. It's a basically to understand the person who is reading the program what you are trying to do. So here it is written that it's a simple hello world program. What is a hello world program? It's a very famous program that whenever you learn a new programming language, this is the first program is been given to you, which is very easy to write the program, understand the program, and you to make yourself comfortable like what this program is doing. Okay, so and this is also another form of comment, which is a double slash. Okay, so this particular line also doesn't get read by the compiler. So now we are coming to the next statement, which is hash include stdio.h and then hash include conio.h and then a void main. So these are the syntax that you have to write a C program. And then what we are writing here is a printf hello world. See, this printf hello world is nothing but is telling the compiler that write this word hello world into the computer screen, and then this getch is the function that is waiting for a particular key to return so that the program can end. That is the end of the, and this is the end of the program. So as you can see, the whole thing is called a program. This is called a program, right? And this particular program is bound by syntax, which has to be syntactically correct. This is called the syntax. Now what are these things? The void, main, this curly bracket, this curly bracket, this curly end bracket excuse me, we'll learn later on. Similar to what are this printf, what is the getch, we'll go into more details about that when we learn functions, more details about the C programming. So once you learn this, we'll go to the keywords. Keywords are nothing but these are the words that is fitted into the compiler. So whenever you write these words into the program, the compiler understands it has a special meaning, special inherent meaning. So that meaning compiler understands, and it does that particular thing when you write this thing. We'll come to that later on. But similarly, constants is a constant whose values never get changed. And then a variable. Variable is a particular thing in a computer memory whose values you can change dynamically. Okay, and we have seen this, the first program, which is a hello world program. Okay, So now let's see what happens to our computer memory when we declare a variable. Okay, so if we declare a variable like this, int x3, again, what happens in a computer memory, a particular block is got assigned. So this is the block got assigned for that particular variable, and the name of the variable is x. So this is the location name, and a value inside that particular box got assigned, which is 3, because we are assigning a value over here, right? 3. So that 3 value got assigned over here. So what we are writing here is int x is equal to 3. So that is the statement. Okay, and then this is a memory address. So remember that your computer memory, each and every byte of that memory has a particular address. So it can be anything, but for this example, let's assume that the address is 65514. So what we can say is x is the variable name, okay, and then 3 is the value of that variable, and 65514 is the memory address, or the address of that particular variable's location. And since the data type of that particular x is integer, so normally it takes 2 bytes of data. So this particular location can consist 2 bytes. Okay, so that's all. That's the basics of our C programming language. What is required to write a program that we have seen. Thank you for watching this. Have a good day.